Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So several months ago, I packed up this box full of vintage Games Workshop miniatures and sent it on a journey around the US. And now it's finally made its way back home to me. And I haven't opened it yet. So what we're about to do is go through it together and see what's inside. Now, the idea for this wasn't actually mine. It was started by a guy named Marcel Josch. I hope I'm getting that right. And he documented a couple of these that he did, where he would pack up a box full of miniatures and ship it all around the world to different collectors. And he documented this in the HeroHammer magazine, which I highly recommend. You can just Google that, and there's a website where you can look at all the past issues of that fan-made magazine. And I really enjoyed going through all the posts of the progress that it made as it traveled around the world. Unfortunately, it's kind of stagnated. The last one ended at the end of 2024 because of things like tariffs and high shipping costs to send this like a box this size internationally. So I thought I'd be in a good position to start a box just for people here in the US. You know, that way we could avoid the tariffs and the high shipping costs. And I was in a good position to do that because of Black Era Minis. I have, you know, a lot of miniatures kicking around. So that's what I did. I found 8 people who were interested in participating, and it went really well. So let's go through. Okay, let's take a look. Got my brand new X-Acto knife here. Okay, so I don't quite remember everything I packed in here. To start, I'll put a picture on the screen here so you can see how this started. And just like the way I sent out, it's got a few smaller boxes inside. Let's take this one. Good. All right, so I've got some High Elf White Lions here. Those were some that I started the package with, so nobody wanted those. Some, all right, more High Elves. Those also started with me. Looks like no one was really interested in the High Elves. Yep, more High Elves. Okay, more Sword Masters, High Elves, High Elf Horses. All right, Silver Helms. Just some random High Elf bits here. Let's see. High Elf Mage. Reaver Knight. Some of the old plastic Wood Elf archers. Another High Elf Mage. Reaver Musician. Some Command and more Sword Masters. These are mostly all 6th edition, I believe. And then looks like a Chariot Crew. Okay, so not much interest in the High Elves. Okay, let's take a look at this box. Brett Onion. See if we got anything new. Okay. Okay. Okay, these are the Bretonnians that I started out. So it looks like no one took the Bretonnians. We'll go through these quickly. Some plastic 5th edition horse knights. I mean, another one. All right. That guy, knight on foot. All right. Knight errant. More plastic knights. Okay. More plastic knights. A lot of plastic knights. Okay. Box of the old 5th edition archers. Another knight errant. This is one of the early ones. This is metal. What's this? Looks like a standard bearer. Let's see if we can get a better. Oh, okay. A knight errant. Standard bearer. And another knight errant. Standard bearer. Okay, so not much interest in the Bretonnians. I think some of the knights were traded out, but not many. Okay, let's grab. Got some blisters back here. Okay. Whoa, looks like a blister has opened. All right. Okay, so we've got this is a Hobgoblin rocket crew. This is pretty cool. Okay, the blister is broken open, unfortunately, but I don't think we're missing any pieces. Hobgoblin rocket crew. So this would be like 3rd edition, I believe. Okay. I believe that came from Kim's Talisman. We've got an Imperial Inquisitors. Okay, blister. Oh, those are cool. Dark Eldar Beastmaster. And an Imperial Conqueror Robot. Ooh. I like that. Okay, let's take a look at this box. Okay, I don't think I started these out, but yeah, let's take a look at them. We've got some Skaven storm vermin blisters. Skaven Plague Monk Command. Skaven Storm Vermin Command. I did start this out. Imperial Guard decals. And what do we have here? Oh, really nice. Okay. Some, oh wow, some really old Skaven. I believe from the old Warhammer Regiments box. That's cool. I don't have any of these, so I think I may hang on to those for my own collection. I forget his name, but one of the characters, Rat Ogre. Giselle team. Another Rat Ogre. Ah. Whoops. Gray Seer, I believe. Might be a character. Not sure. Oh, yeah. There we go. One of the old Jess Goodwin sculpts. Oh, looks like another leader. Skaven leader. Oh, nice. I believe this is one of the older ones also, probably. Let's see, 1989, 3rd edition. Okay, what was that called? A warpstone thrower, something like that. Wow, that's awesome. A lot of nice metal Skaven minis there. Okay, let's see what else is in here. Okay, some what are these Clan Eshin gutter runners, I believe. I did start the box out with these inside. Pretty sure. And then a later edition, what is it called? Doom Wheel? Aha, these are new. Okay. For some reason I don't remember this being included. Okay. What do we have here? Nice. This is looks like a Chaos Blood Bowl team. Let's take a look at these. Okay, got one with a snake head there. And this one, if you couldn't tell, let's see. Oh no, never mind. I thought his arm was mutated. Let's see. Oh, some legs. Okay. Looks like a Skaven. Oh, two-headed. Okay, Skaven mutant. Two-headed mutant. Got an ogre. Wow, these are cool. Oh wow. Oh yeah, that's cool. A big tentacle arm. thug. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Looks like he's got like a dark elf helmet. Oh wow, that's a cool troll. Okay. 3 more. Okay, here's the top. Oh, it was a minotaur. Okay, they went with the legs. Okay, another chaos type character, or a thug maybe, a goblin, and another chaos blood bowl. Very cool. Okay. And last but not least, in this box, another one of those two-headed Skaven. Oh, he's got 3 arms also. Nice. Okay. Okay. Something nicely wrapped here. Oh yeah. All right. Oh, nice. Okay. These were also from Kim's Talisman. Very nice. An old Citadel giant, I believe. Here's another one. Oh yeah, cool. Some old, I believe, oh yeah, these were the Nippon undead that Kim's Talisman traded. Very cool. I'll have to look at these closer later. Okay, some Ungor guys, some of the nicer old versions. Very cool. And some of the skeletons from Warhammer Quest. It's like 4 of them. Nice. Okay. Scott. Okay, this is for me. Aha. Okay, yeah, this was one of my requests. Okay, let's see. I have an Earthshaker cannon that's missing some pieces, and yeah, I think I needed this guy too for my 3rd edition Dark Elf collection. So, thank you. Try to remember who that was. We'll see later in the pictures who included that. Okay, well, thank you. That makes me happy. All right. Let's do this big box here. Wow. Okay. Well, I did include this box, but let's see if the contents have changed. Okay. We are getting a full table here. Oh yeah, I see some. Okay, I got a nice mana warship. Very nice. I think I'll keep that. Another mana war. I believe these came from Cam. Okay. I forget what that is. Dark Elf, I think. Okay, what is this? Okay, I think these are like the non-GW minis and also bits. Okay, we've got the zombies. I started these out in the box. Just some kind of later edition plastic zombies. We've got some, oh, I like these. I don't remember if I started these out or not, but these are like Warhammer Quest or like 4th edition plastic orcs. Got the archer there and the orc boy. Very cool. Okay, this is an orc ship from Man of War. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. I believe it's in French. Okay, Empire handgunners. I did start these out. Let's see. Bits and non-GW, more of those. I think these are all ones that I had included originally. Probably shouldn't have because it's pretty heavy. Okay, awesome. Some more Man of War ships. This is very cool. Look at that. I don't know if you can see. GW92. I think these might be for the Empire. Definitely hang on to those. Some of the plastic ships that came in the starter box, I believe. Let's see, another Warmaster Empire handgunners blister. I started that out. Okay, some non-GW dwarves. I started those out. Nobody was interested, looks like. It's all right. Beastman, looks like a chariot crew. All right. Oh, nobody took these. Okay, these were some Dark Eldar on sprue. So I'm not sure which version these come from, which edition. I think it might be like 3rd or 4th edition, like one of the earlier editions of 40K. I started those out. Nobody took them. Awesome. Okay, another Man of War ship. Looks like High Elf ship. I needed one of those. What else do we have? Okay. More Man of War ships. Wow. I think those are Empire, so we might have like a whole Empire fleet in there. Okay, these were some I started out, some Man of War flyers. Flyers of all sorts. All right, and then some more of the Warhammer Quest skeletons. Okay, orcs, goblins, etc. Ooh, very cool. River Troll. I know I'm missing one of these. I'll have to check to see if this is the one. Okay, we've got Black Orc Musician. And, oh, okay. Ah, a beast. Okay, I had started the box with this, a Beastman Chariot. So someone has put the crew in to go with that. That's awesome. Now it's complete. All right, put those together. Warhammer. All right, another River Troll. Wait, is that the same one? Okay. Maybe that's the same one we just looked at. I put it back. Okay, and then these are some nicely painted one of the plastic later edition. What was that? Was it Battle for Skull Pass? The Archers. I had started the box with these hoping someone would be interested because they're so nicely painted. Not a huge fan of the sculpts, but the paint job's really good. Okay. That's it for this box. All right, let's take out this one. Okay, mail order troll. Okay. Trying to remember. I may have started it out with this, I'm not sure. That's a Dark Elf Sorceress. Okay, we've got more Dark Elf Corsairs there. Got, oh, okay, some third edition Dark Elves. I will have to see if I'm missing any of these in my collection. Okay. Okay, got some of the, what is it, 5th edition Dark Elf Crossbowman. Nice, it's like a whole unit there. Dark Elf Bolt Thrower. Let's see, it's got one crewman, missing one. That may have been for me. Not sure. Okay, we've got the, what are they called? They're not gargoyles. Anyway, you guys, you know what they are. Yeah, name escapes me. Okay, we've got some Dark Elf Crossbowmen from the old Empire Regiments box. What is that? Maybe something else. Okay. It's like a Dark Elf Casualty. I'm not sure if that's Games Workshop or something else. And then this is plastic. That's interesting. Not sure what that came with. Whether it was maybe Talisman or something. I don't recognize it. Huh. Okay. It may be like a Black Tree design. Dark Elf, I'm not sure. Alright, and I had started the box with these. This is a fully painted unit of, I think they're like 5th edition High Elf Dragon Princes. Note to self, don't include well-painted miniatures in this box or assembled, because they do get bent up going around the country like this. Okay, we've got some more Dark Elves. Another Dark Elf Cold One Rider. Looks like that blister's been smashed. Oh. And that. Okay. An old advertisement. Let's take a look at this. Okay, we've got a High Elf Chariot. 6th edition. All right, some Dogs of War. Al-Mukhtar's Desert Dogs. This came from Kim's Talisman. I think I remember him saying that they're missing shields, but otherwise complete. This is cool. Man of War, Dwarf War Balloon Squadron. Still sealed. And a Norse flagship. Very cool. I actually needed one of these too. Wow. Oh wow. Wait a minute. It's got more than just a flagship. It's got like several ships in there. Wow, okay. I think these might be dwarf ships. That's awesome. Actually really wanted a dwarf fleet. Wow, okay. Very cool. And then I think it still has the flagship also. Look at that. Very nice. That came from Cameron. Thank you, Cameron. I think I'm gonna hang on to these. All right, second to last box. Where did my knife go? Let's do it the old-fashioned way. Okay, got some plastic 6th edition, I believe, Empire plastics. I think I started the box with those in it, with the Empire in there. That's cool. Some old ogres. I don't even remember what these were from. Interesting. Huh. I think those came from Carl at the Chicago Skirmish War Games. Kislev Horse Archer Champion. I started and then Kislev Horse Archer Musician. So nobody was interested in that. We've got a Dwarf Cannon, plastic one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Spill the bag. All right, some Dwarf Miners. Okay, I did start the box with these. Maybe some of them were taken. Aha, Empire 6th edition Greatsword unit. So no one claimed this. It's pretty nicely painted too. Got some dwarf characters. Command. Let's see, what is that? One I did not recognize. Oh, nice. I think someone added that dwarf to it. Oh, nice. Okay. That's awesome. That's one I don't have yet. So thank you to whoever put that in. All right, we got one of those Dogs of War Havlings and a musician. Some dwarf crossbowmen. I had started that out and it came back to me. And then a unit of these painted dwarf gunners that I had started the box out with, and was kind of half hoping that no one claimed it because I do really like them, but these are like the 6th edition, and I already have the 4th edition ones, which I do like a little more, but they are nicely painted. So, okay, got a whole unit of those that nobody claimed. Okay, the last box. See if I can open this with my hands. Actually, I found some scissors. The utility knife is buried in there somewhere. I mean, hobby knife. Not utility knife. Okay, so we have, all right, this looks like maybe the 40K box. Some Space Marines. Very cool. What is this? Awesome. Some 40K. It's like Chaos. I don't know a whole lot about 40K, guys, sorry. but these are really cool. Plague Marine. Okay, some old Plague Marines. Let's see what the date is on these. 93. Okay, what's that say? Space Wolves Scouts. Very cool. These are 1999, I believe. Very nice. Okay. More Space Marines. Okay. It says Chaos Warrior. Renegade. Kind of see that one. Okay. Terminators. I think I may have started the box out with at least some of these. But most of these are additions. We've got Harlequins. Ooh, I actually like Harlequins. I think it says 1989. Yeah, 1989. Oh, wow. It says Renegade. Those are cool. I have to resist the urge not to start collecting 40K. Okay, we've got Space Wolves. Man. I would say if I were going to play 40K, at least collect them, I think I would probably get the Space Wolves. Okay, Orc Warbike. Maybe Imperial Guard, artillery maybe. Ganger. Okay, Necromunda. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm not taking these out of the bag. It would just take too long. Hope you can kind of make out what's inside these bags though. That's cool. Another what's it say? I can't quite make out what it says, but another Space Wolf and Terminator. Oh, pretty nicely painted Plague Marine, I guess. Probably can't make out what that is, but I believe they're more Chaos Marine type guys. Some bits. Maybe an Ogren. I think that's what they're called. Ogren. Terminator. Some Eldar. Another Terminator. Another Ogren. I'm just going to call it Ogren. I don't know if that's right. Terminator with giant claw hands. I guess it'd be like an Ogren with just a horned helmet. It kind of look like a Minotaur, but okay. A lot of those guys. Got some resin. I don't know what those guys are called. I think I've seen them before. Kind of remind me of like Nazis with trench coats on. Oh, nice. Beaky Marine. With a, I think that's a chain sword. Okay. What's this say? Victoria miniatures. Okay. Got Adepticon. Okay. Got an Adepticon miniature there. Some bits. Those were mine originally. I think, yeah, some random Space Marines. I think I may have also started these. Yeah, some bits mostly, and yeah. Got a Dark Reaper, I think it says. Okay, so these are Eldar. Fire Dragon. Oh, nice. Some plastic Chaos Marines. You guys, we are almost there. We're almost at the end. Okay, these are awesome. I forget what they're called. They're like walkers. I think it might have two in there, or possibly just one. Do you just see one pair of legs? Oh, that's cool. Another Ogren. Chaos Warrior. Terminator. Boy, there are a lot of Terminators in here. Another Terminator. Librarian. Another Terminator. Another Ogre with a horned helmet. Tech Marine. Okay, and last of all, we have some Space Marine shoulder pads, metal, and then some, like, I think these are jet bike banners for the Eldar. Whew, well, that was a lot to go through. Thanks for sticking with me through all of this, and yeah, next we'll show some pictures of all the trades that happened during the Traveling Treasure Trove USA 2026. Now let's take a look at the pictures that were posted on the Discord. These are the takes and the gives. And we'll start with Chris in Pennsylvania with his takes. And he grabbed a nice painted unit of dwarf hammerers from 6th edition and a Bretonnian musician. I believe that's a knight errant musician. And for his gives, Chris was very generous. He gave lots of 40k, more, and more. I really like those Harlequins. And an Orc Warbike, some War Dancers, and I forget the name of those. Those are the Dogs of War, Crossbowmen, some Black Orcs and Goblins, and this really nice unit of Savage Orc Boar Riders. And then we have David of Fifth Hammer in Illinois with his takes. Glad to see he got a couple of Bretonnians there. And he grabbed those Boar Riders and a lot of what Chris had given, actually. And for his gives, really nice stuff here. A whole unit of Empire handgunners, some Dark Elves, a lot of Dark Elves, some Skaven, and then the Al-Qatani Fellowship box. Now we'll move on to Carl of Chicago Skirmish War Games with his takes, and he grabbed a unit of plastic painted Ungor for the Beastman army, some Eldar, some more Beastman units as well, along with that Cyclops giant, which I'm really glad he grabbed that. That was not GW, but I'm glad he was he'll be able to put that to use. And with his gives, got a lot of 40k here. These really interesting ogres. I'm not quite sure what those are from, but I'll have to look that up. And some wood elves. And then he also included these Space Marines with some bits here. And then Carl's friend also took part, and his friend got a nice haul here with a lot of Man of War in the box. He grabbed that Al-Qatani Fellowship. Looks like an Empire cannon, a few other odds and ends there. And he gave, looks like some Dark Elves, a lot of Dark Elves, Harpies. I remember the name, Harpies. Oh, it was him. Okay, he had given that Earthshaker piece that I was missing, and then some dwarves, and let's see, more dark elves and some 40k. Wow. Okay, and then we'll move on to Tom in Indiana with his takes, and looks like he got a small unit of the plastic Empire handgunners, some miscellaneous figures here. What is that? An Eldar? Maybe that's a Warwalker. I'm not quite sure what that is. Let's see. Yeah, some fantasy dwarves, elf, a few other miscellaneous guys there. And for his gives, we've got a lot of a lot of these Chaos Marines, and then some Terminators. A lot of cool stuff here. Next, we'll move on to Maxwell and Nevada's takes, and he snagged up a lot of those Eldar, along with a couple dwarves, a few other 40k guys. And his gives, oh, he gave a lot of these, wow, Imperial Guard. He was very generous with that. And Blood Bowl team, along with some, looks like some Chaos Space Marines, and then High Elves, Beastmen, and, okay, the River Troll. Let's move on to Tober Prime in South Dakota's takes, and he snagged up some of those Dark Elves, those nice 3rd edition Dark Elves. And his gives, he gave those Warhammer Quest plastic orcs, some Skaven, yeah, a lot of Skaven actually, really nice models. And now we're at Cam and Virginia's takes, and he grabbed up those Harpies, the Chaos Dwarf, Bull Centaur, what is he called anyway? Thark the Unstoppable. Some dwarves, a Bretonnia Knight, those zombies, and some Chaos Marines. And his gives, all kinds of cool stuff. A lot of Man of War and some Necromunda guys. Okay, next we'll move on to Kim in Virginia and his takes. He grabbed some Empire, looks like that unit of Empire metal handgunners, the Flagellants, and then some 40k orcs. And his gives were a lot of old minis still in blisters. So 340k and then that Hobgoblin team there. And then he actually did another trade, which was just by private message, but he grabbed this Imperial Guard army, and his gives for that were the Metal Beastmen, the Warhammer Quest skeletons, some those undead Nippon guys there, like a whole unit, the old Presada Citadel Giants, and the Dogs of War. So hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for sticking through it. I know it was very long, and hope to catch you next time.